Hello students, today I'll be teaching you English language. In this I'll talk about composition writing. Now composition is an art of composing a piece of writing on any topic. Okay, it is an art of composing your ideas in a piece of writing, and it can be written on any topic. Now, when you write an essay or a composition, you have to be very careful about three things that an examiner looks for: clarity, correctly, and beautifully. That is, your composition should have clarity of your ideas. It should be correctly written and beautifully presented. Now, in your council, you get this composition for 300 to 350 words. Now, you have to write at least 300 words. This is your maximum. You have to write up to 300 words. You may write also till 350 words, but you cannot write less than 300 words. At least 300 words should be there in your essay. Now, your composition is of 5 kinds. It is of narrative, descriptive, argumentative, characters, and personal. Now, in a narrative kind of an essay, you need to narrate an event, festival, incident, or any marriage, journey also. This is a narrative kind of an essay. In a descriptive kind of an essay, you need to describe. You need to describe about place, person, or things. These are the things you need to describe in a descriptive essay. Argumentative essay is again a debatable. It is a debatable topic where you need to take a stand on a particular topic given to you, on a particular proposition given to you, either for or against. Next you have characters. Now in some essay questions, you friend or neighbor whose behavior you admire or whose personality you admire, where you need to build characters. Those kind of essays are character-based essays. 'Essays. 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 ' In personal essays, that is, it will be in an autobiographical form. That is, it will make it to describe a person or any person or friend or neighbor whose behavior you admire or whose personality you admire. There you need to build characters. Those kind of essays are character based essays. Then you have another one, personal essays. Now In personal essays, that is, it will be in an autobiographical form. That is, it will have your personal touch. You have to talk about your experience. You have to share your experience in this kind of essay. Like you may get a topic, describe, or you share your best years, life's best years. So that kind of essays where you have to share your experience with the reader, where you have to give your personal touch, those kind of essays we say to be a personal essay. So I gave you 5 different kinds of essay. Now let us see how you should write an essay. Now, as I said before, an examiner will be looking for your clarity of thoughts. He will be looking to your correct sentences and how beautifully you have presented it. So these are the 3 things which will help you to get marks. So when you get the topic for an essay, you first understand the topic well. Okay, after understanding the topic well, you think over the topic. Think for the points that you need to write in the topic that you have understood. Then you jot down the points that sprang in your mind. Jot down the points that are coming in your mind. After that, there may be many points coming to your mind. So you write all the points. Out of those all the points, select the best points that you want to write. After that, you arrange them arrange the points in logical order. Okay, after this you need to give a conclusion. Okay, now remember, every composition should have an introduction, it should have a body, it should have a conclusion. Okay, now when you have written all the points, first you have read the question paper, you have seen there are 5 to 6 topics given in the question paper. Out of that, choose the best that you have understood. Topic which is clearly understood by you. You are not confused in understanding the topic. You have understood the topic very well. Choose that topic. Write down whatever points come in your mind with a pencil in the question paper. All the points. Out of that point, select the best points, and then out of this best points, arrange the points in a sequence. Arrange them in a logical manner. That is, arrange out of those points, arrange for introduction, arrange it for body, and arrange it for conclusion. Remember, you should never use long sentences. It is usually observed that when you try to write essays with long sentences and with rich vocabulary which you may not understand when to use, you are bound to make lot of grammatical errors. So it is always advised, use small sentences, short sentences, because when you are writing an essay, you have lot of ideas coming in the mind. When you have not planned out your essays properly, what happens is that you mingle up all the points and there is a haphazard connection of your thoughts where you lack marks. This is where your examiner will reduce your marks, because I will be looking for clarity of your ideas, how clear you are. Your clarity of ideas will make the examiner understand that you have understood the topic. If you are not able to arrange your points properly, you will not be able to produce or present a beautiful presentation, where again you will lack marks. And when you write long sentences, you will bound to make mistakes in grammar, where again your correct sentences will not be there and you will not be able to write correctly, where you will lack marks again. So remember, introduction, body and conclusion. Now I give you an example. I am giving you a topic where you need to describe the sounds of early morning in town. Okay, this is one of the topics you have picked, sounds of early morning in town. Now with this topic, whatever comes in your mind, write down the points. As said earlier, you may write about your grating of the gate. You can write about your Alsatian dog barking. You can write about your alarm ringing. You can write about sounds coming from kitchen. You can write about the clinging of the saucer. You can write about the sound of the television. You can write about the chirping of the birds. You can talk about a quarrel taking place outside. Okay. You can talk about nursery children. You can talk about the nursery children laughing. Okay. Then trucks unloading the bricks. Okay. Etc. Now, out of all these points, you need to select the best points, which will help you to make your essay. So, as said earlier, first your essay needs an introduction. So, now because you are writing for class 9 and 10, your essay should be little different than what you were writing in up to standard 8. So for introduction, you can just begin like, sound, world without sound is unimaginable. We live with sound. You can write, we live with sound. We speak through sound. Then a world without sound is unimaginable. The pattern of sound changes with the time of the day. Then I will now write about, let me tell you about the sound of the morning that I hear, and then you can continue writing that the silence of the night is broken by the grating of the iron gate, which is pushed open at 5 o'clock when my father goes for a walk. So, grating of the gate, which I took as a point in my rough, I have presented it in my introduction. Now, when you are writing points in your rough word essay, you are just writing the points. You have to present it in a paragraph beautifully. Make sure when you are presenting those points, they have a connection with each other. You cannot write about an opening of the gate after the description of the kitchen sound, or you cannot write about the outside noise before the inside noise. So you first tell the sound that you hear in your house, then you proceed with the sound that you hear outside the house. So that is how logically you are arranging your ideas. That is again your how chronologically or logically you have assembled all your ideas in a paragraph. Now the paragraph of the essay should have a connection with each other. One paragraph should be connected with the other paragraph. It should not be, there should not be any discontinuation between the paragraphs. So when you are assembling your ideas, you need to assemble them properly and in such a way that when the reader reads, he feels the continuation. He should feel the continuation of your logical idea. There should be no gap between your thinking. Your thinking, your thoughts should flow one after the other in the essay. That is one thing. After that, now your introduction is over, your body is over. Now we will come to conclusion. Your conclusion is the sum up of your ideas. Your conclusion is what all you have written in the essay, that comes as a conclusion. So your conclusion can leave, it should leave a good impression on the reader. The reader should be impressed by your winding up your thoughts. How you have put up the thoughts, it should end in a beautiful way. You should make the reader feel good after reading your essay. Now, the next essay that I would like to do with you is an argumentative essay. Now, usually when you get an argumentative essay, it is generally seen that you go for these kinds of essay without thinking whether you have points more or not for these kind of essays. When you read an argumentative essays topic, you first make clear in your mind whether you are taking the stand for or against. You cannot take both the stands together. Either you be for the topic or you be against the topic. You cannot write in the beginning for, in the middle you will write against, and at the end you will mix up the thoughts and write. That's the wrong way. You should be clear. If you have enough points for the topic, write from the beginning till the end for the topic. If you have points against the topic, write from the beginning till the end against the topic. There should not be any repetition. Do not repeat your ideas again and again. You at least have 5 to 6 ideas in all kinds of essays to write, so that you avoid repetition in your ideas, in your thoughts. When you are writing for the motion, stick for the motion. When you are writing against the motion, stick with against the motion. Now, suppose you get a topic Suppose you get the topic, computers have spoiled the creative thinking of the youngsters. Now, you understand it, you have to talk about this topic either for or against. Assemble your thoughts once again for the motion. If you are, see how many points you have. Give relevant examples in these kind of topics. And if you find, if you are against the motion, support your argument with examples. Support it with the day-to-day examples that will help the reader or the examiner understand that you have understood the topic well. So, before I wind up this video, let me tell you, in an essay, what the examiner will look for is clarity of your thoughts, correct sentences, and beautiful presentation. These three you will get when you revise the essay after reading. Revision is very important after you have written the essay. When you have written the essay, do revise it. In your revision itself, you will find certain grammatically incorrect sentences, misspelled words, correct them. You may add, you may deduct sentences after writing also. But never exceed 350 word limits. What is the word limit? Stick to it. 300 or till 350. Do not exceed. And understand the topic which you are choosing to write. You should never write a topic which you have half understood. Understand the topic and then write. That is all in this video, children. Thank you for watching.